Students, today I am going to discuss some important we can say textile auxiliary which are based on the non-ionic nature or which are having we can say no charge on their molecule. Actually, how the non-ionic surfactants are made? They are made by reaction of higher fatty acids and higher fatty alcohols with ethylene oxide molecules. Actually, there is a condensation reaction of the ethylene oxide molecule with higher fatty alcohol or higher fatty acids. We have more than 10 to 20 number of large uh, ethylene oxide molecules which condense with a high fatty acid or high fatty alcohol. Now, what happened when we uh, can say do the reaction of high fatty alcohol and high fatty acids with a large number of ethylene oxide molecules, that is a condensation reaction, means molecules combined together, then the resultant generally the number of molecules of the ethylene oxide which condense with the one mole of the high fatty acid or high fatty alcohol is with either 10 number of moles or 15 number of moles or 20 number of moles. Then we get the resultant molecule which are having the non-ionic character. That is, I mean to say, when one mole of the higher fatty acid or higher fatty alcohol, I have already given in my previous video that what is higher fatty acid, higher fatty acids or higher fatty alcohol. Actually, when your higher fatty alcohol means when alcohol is start from C8H12OH or C12H25OH or C16H33OH or C18H37OH. All these higher fatty alcohols are used as a raw material for making the textile surface surfactant. We also have higher fatty acid, just like stearic acid, oleic acid, palmitic acid, C17H35 COH or C17H33 COH or C15 COH. So all these higher fatty acids or higher fatty alcohol, when one mole of this high fatty acid or high fatty alcohol condense with 10, 15 or 20 number of moles of the ethylene oxide, then the resultant molecule is non-ionic surfactant. Why it is called the non-ionic surfactant? Because it has no charge on the molecule. And the solubility of non-ionic surfactant is because of the presence of the ether bond. Ether bond means we have the oxygen linkages in the molecule which has the lone pair of electron, and these lone pair of electron actually combined with the water molecules, and in this way the non-ionic surfactant has the solubility in the water. So what happened? These non-ionic surfactant are easily compatible with the anionic and cationic surfactant molecules. So they can be used in the combination of anionic or in the combination of the cationic surfactant. So we have the combination of anionic and non-ionic, or we may have the combination of cationic and anionic, and they are easily, you can say, compatible to each other, and they, you can say, has the synergistic effect. Now how these ethylene oxide molecules condense with the fatty alcohol molecules or fatty acid molecule. Actually, what happened? We have the reaction is, you can say, performed either in the presence of acidic catalyst or basic catalyst. In case of acidic catalyst, the temperature is kept between 50 to 80 degrees centigrade. It is the temperature of reaction. In the case of basic catalyst, temperature is kept between 150 to 180 degrees centigrade. In case of acidic catalyst, where the temperature is kept 50 to 80 degrees centigrade, we take the catalyst boron trifluoride type of molecules. In the case of acidic catalyst, we take sodium hydroxide, sodium carbonate as a catalyst. So both type of catalysts produce the non-ionic surfactant. Generally the your NaOH sodium carbonate catalyst, where the reaction is done, or reaction is, you can say, performed at 150 to 180 degrees centigrade. That products are preferred in as a textile auxiliary to making the textile auxiliary. Now what happened? These textile auxiliaries are having multiple application in textile chemical processing. First, the big use of this textile this non-ionic surfactants are auxiliaries are as a dye leveling agent. In the case of wet dye, we have four class of wet dye: IN, IW, IK, IN special. what happen when we use the iron type of wet dyes in dyeing? They have the, you can say, very high dyeing rate, and temperature of dyeing is 50 to 60 degrees centigrade. So what happen, because of very high rate of dyeing, when we use these dyes which belongs to the iron class of dyes, they have chances of uneven dyeing. So what we do, we have to add some, we can say, non-ionic surfactant which work as a leveling agent, and they have, we can say, higher fatty alcohol in the molar ratio of 1:20, means 1 mole of the, or 1 molecule of the fatty alcohol with 20 molecules of ethylene oxide. These products are used in the concentration of 0.5 to 1 gram per liter, depending on which type of dye we are using, because leveling effect is not uniform for all type of iron class of dyes. So when we add these you can say, leveling agent in the dye bath, then what happen, they make a complex with the wet dye, and as the temperature increases and dyeing time, you can say, passes, these complexes break, and solid dye molecules releases, and they react with the cotton fiber or cellulosic fiber, or in the bath, they react with the fiber. So what happened, in this way they produce the leveling effect in the case of wet dye. In the case of what happened, azoic dyeing, they are also used to improve the rubbing fastness. Actually, what happened, why the azoic dye has the poor rubbing fastness, because sometimes what happened, the naphthol molecules which are absorbed on the which are absorbed by the fiber, sometimes they remain on the surface, or they have the poor affinity. So whenever we put this filtered cotton in the diazotized base solution, then what happens, they the naphthol molecules which are on the surface, they make a pigment and they remain on the surface, and when we rub the fabric, then these, you can say, unreacted or poorly bonded naphthol, they remove from the surface of the fabric, and they give the poor rubbing fastness. So what happened, when we you can say, use this non-ionic auxiliary in the soaping bath, they remove the, you can say, superficial naphtholated you can say naphthol molecules from the naphtholated cotton, and in this way they keep the naphthol pigment in the suspension form, and they don't allow resettlement of the naphthol molecules, or you can say, not naphthol molecules, means your ready-made dye on the fabric surface, they don't deposit, and they keep in the suspension form, and this way they improve the you can say, washing fastness of the azoic dyeing. So these non-ionic surfactant has the biggest problem, that they have the their own cloud point, and cloud point is generally start from the 40-50 degrees centigrade, and they go up to the 60-70 degrees centigrade. Means cloud point is that point, that temperature at which the non-ionic surfactants become insoluble. After that, the non-ionic surfactant become insoluble. Means all the bonds of the oxygen with the water molecules, they dissociate, and these surfactant molecules become insolubilized, and in this way it becomes precipitate. So generally, in those reactions where the temperature is lower, there we can use non-ionic surfactants. Otherwise, what happen, if higher temperature you are having in the reaction, then they cannot be used in the reaction. So they have this weakness in the you can say, their molecular structure, and due to that reason, generally they are used in the medium lower to medium temperature range. In high temperature range, we cannot use these non-ionic product.